Thank you for tuning into the Gridcenter. I am your host, Shane Falco, along with my co-host, the Evil One. We are here to bring you the Mountain West Conference preview. This is going to be a, I don't know conference. There's question marks throughout, and some teams probably shouldn't be here, and we'll see how it goes. We welcome back, after a long hiatus from a different league, Purple Cobras. Mm-hmm. They will be in this conference, and if they have the same team that they had before, I predict they would be the front runners in this conference. Okay. You got GBA, who is still in the Mountain West, so to speak, but that's only because the conferences have been renamed. This is supposed to be what would have normally been in past seasons the Big Ten Conference. Yeah. So they didn't really move down or stay anywhere. They're just, the conference name changed. But they're back after an appearance in the championship game. We're going to also feature my new team. I know, if anything, will be fun and entertaining and probably the best dressed team in the league. Okay. That's Stay Classy, by the way. Stay Classy. Stay Classy. We're also going to be featuring the Bulldogs, perennial C-League team who've been around for a while, and see what they have to offer. I believe they brought someone back from Undercover to bring some new life to the team. Undercover? He was deep undercover, and he's back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. That changes the whole game up.
It does.
Come on, man, let's get this started.
All right,
let's get it started. Okay. The commission itself is the one who did these rankings.
He did.
And some of it I agree with, and some of them I don't.
I really don't agree with most of it. You can't leave his team out. The agency now.
The agency. No more empires. The agency.
Which, as we've discussed in the previous conference before, might be a fitting name.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. It is. It is. It is. Mm-hmm. But so, let's go start to number one.
Let's start off. Give it the Evil One.
They said that Stay Classy is number one in this conference.
No, I couldn't disagree more.
You couldn't disagree?
We are a first season team. We do have some people that have played and experienced players. Mm-hmm. But again, it's the first season together. We haven't been tested by anybody by any means, so we have no idea what we're going to do when we face any competition. Mm-hmm. My honest opinion, I would put us somewhere between 3 and 5.
3 and 5?
Depending on how we show, how we play. I mean, I think we can be 3, and we could easily be 5.
Which is amazing because GBA, I think, should be number 1. Nothing against your team, because I don't know.
I said I don't want my team shouldn't be number 1.
You guys still have Zach?
Zach's on the Bulldogs.
Then you got to trick up your sleeve. You should be number 1. Number 2, we got the Bulldogs. All right, we got the Bulldogs, the same Bulldogs. They said they're the Pirates of this division. What do you think James meant by that?
I think that means they never want to move up from the C-League. Okay. Such as the aptly named Pirates.
Oh, okay. So they're just in their comfort zone. They stay down. Right. They just do enough. They just do enough to stay where they're at.
I believe that's what he meant when he said that.
All right. The Purple Cobras I know vaguely about, and you explained it probably if they come back with the same team, they could be a powerhouse to push for GBA's championship.
They could be. I believe those two teams will actually face off in week 1. So you'll have the team that's been together for a little bit now playing against a team that hasn't played in a while and don't even know if they're coming back with the same squad or not. If they come back with the same squad, I really think that they can, given on what I see on paper so far, I really would put them as a front runner. Their last couple seasons when they played together, I think they only dropped like 3 games in 3 seasons. They had a pretty successful run, a couple of ships. So we'll see how it goes. Again, even if it is the same team, they still have to work out the fact they haven't played together in a while. Yeah. So don't know if there's any rust factor or not, or if they can even bring back the same chemistry, if they're off, if guys gotten fat, slow, we don't know.
We don't know.
But if it's the same squad with the same players and the same, same look, then they will definitely be up there. Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Number 4, they have GBA, and I think that they got robbed. They should be at least in the top 2.
I agree.
Being that they won their division respectively and almost outright.
And their QB's going to keep them up there as well.
The QB's going to keep them up there, and their coach is going to keep them up there too. Yeah, he's the coach. Yeah, he's doing his thing, and I respect what that team is doing down there.
He's kind of like you would say like Dave Jr. He's recruiting for his team so that he doesn't have to play.
Yeah, Dave, he sends out money. He dishes out money though. This coach don't do that. He doesn't buy players. All right, the Shockers, who I always thought that they were 3 people. They could have been just 3 extra bodies for winning the championship. They're a good team. They just, at the end of the game, pretty much, when you hit that 7-8 minute mark in the second half, they're done.
Ran the gas.
Ran out of gas.
That was my evaluation as well. They were definitely right in the mix in last season's Mountain West. They had a good season. They couldn't beat Wreckage. That was their nemesis.
Yeah.
Wreckage had their number, and but they caught a lot of people by surprise as their first season together. Surprisingly, a lot of those players had been buried on the Razorbacks for seasons past. Their QB won the MVP of their conference last season in the spring.
Okay.
And the Razorbacks had him playing on defense. So, I mean, whether that was a poor talent evaluation problem or what, we don't know because the Razorbacks are no longer around.
Yeah.
But either way, I expect the Shockers to be around and put up some points. My team has to face them week 1, so find out where we're at as they were a playoff team.
I like those guys. All right, at number 6 we have Undisputed. I don't know anything about these guys.
Undisputed is one of our new teams from the other league.
All right.
They're coming over after hanging out for a while. A lot of their guys are known by other players in our league and other league. They have a pretty good QB. He's real mobile, pretty decent arm.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty good arm, so he's going to definitely keep them in games. Other than that, don't know what their roster's going to look like. Haven't seen them in a while, so we'll have to play it by ear, I guess, see how it goes.
Next, at number 7, we have the Savages. They got a team full of athletes. They all got muscles, with the exception of the light-skinned dude with the ponytail. I don't know these guys by name. They're a good bunch of cool. I'm glad they came back. They're just missing their mark. I think
their shirts are too tight.
I thought that too as well. Until I came to the meeting and I seen Bobby sitting at the table with a tight shirt on. So maybe it's their MO. I mean, they was trying to explain to me, yo, man, we just do this for football, but, when we out, hanging out, we don't be wearing no tight shirts. And here's fucking Bobby sitting there, drinking a soda, eating chicken wings. I mean, you seen the veins.
It wasn't a grape soda, was it?
It's a grape soda. That's hilarious.
I was asking, was it a grape soda?
I don't know if it was a fucking grape soda.
Right.
I'm just saying his shirt was tight.
Okay.
And that's the MO. So maybe they can't
jeans?
get their fucking arms up. I don't know.
Yeah, but skinny jeans?
Nah. He
no
probably was wearing fucking spandex. So he probably had the speed skater or fucking, what's that?
Well, good thing is we don't test in the league, so.
That's funny. Maybe we should. Yeah, I mean, I want these guys to make the playoffs and do big things, but hopefully the practice in the summer, maybe they gel together and see what happens.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. That brings me to number 8, a team called the Agency, formerly known as Empire.
I'm sure Evil One has a lot to say on this one.
I don't.
Really?
Yes, I do. I just don't understand why not the Big 12.
The Big 10, you mean?
The Big 10.
You got to remember we changed the name.
We changed
the names.
I don't understand why not. I mean, and it's probably going to come up. Probably will, but I mean, who knows? I don't know who James has. I know that he lost 3 key people, but 3 key people don't make the team. I mean, these guys didn't play with him, and they still made the playoffs. So I don't understand that decision. So maybe things are worse than I've seen. I haven't seen. I don't have the feel. We don't practice, we don't scrimmage, we don't do that crap. But I'm just interested to see what they display this weekend and who's left playing with them.
Actually, I think the key will be by week 4 when rosters are finalized. So if there's any secrets he's holding until week 4, then we'll know, because you can't bring anybody out after that.
I guess so. I see where you're going, but I just wish we could do it via satellite and say, hey, why this conference as opposed to the other conference?
And there's your fucking phone.
Yeah, it's just the other conference. I just don't understand. But maybe, I mean, everything will come into light Sunday.
We will.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, if they belong in there, they belong in there. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is.
We'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know.
We'll never really know. Well, we're going to do any predictions for this one? Any Final Fours, any MVPs, anything like that?
You know what? I'm not touching this division with a 10-foot pole. I'm not. No Final Fours, no predictions and stuff like that. GBA is probably going to be one of the top teams in this division. But it's really hard to say because I haven't seen you guys play. Stay classy. The Bulldogs is the Bulldogs. Unless they did heavy recruiting, I really don't see it changing that. And the Purple Cobra is going to be interesting. The Shockers is going to be interesting. I don't know too much about Undisputed. The Savages, at least, you know, do me a favor, guys. Cut the fucking sleeves off the t-shirts. Then, you know, give yourself some room to reach up and grab a fucking pass or something. And the agency, we're just going to have to see.
I'll have to see.
I mean, this is a good show now, but it's going to be very entertaining come next Tuesday.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I have one prediction.
Okay.
And it's about my team. And one of my receivers, BB, will catch everything.
Maybe you don't miss anything. I mean, anything that hit his hand.
It's a safe prediction.
It's a safe prediction. He won't drop too much. I mean,
He won't drop anything.
I won't drop
He
anything.
won't drop anything. Well, for the evil one, I am your host, Shane Falco. And we thank you for tuning into the Gridcenter for the Mountain West Conference. And we look forward to seeing everyone out there on Sunday at Ed Fountain Park.
Have fun and stay safe, guys.
No skinny jeans.
No skinny jeans.